I need $1 bad.
We are live, week 3, NFL bets. It was a hot week. We made you guys lots of money. Not really. Sorry I missed the recap. I'm coming off a 7-day bender in Las Vegas. As you guys know, I was reporting live all over the strip. Yeah,
Tell us about
so
the game.
we are back.
That was what we ended on.
That's what you ended on? Wow, where do I even start? Chargers look really good. Herbert is absolutely slinging that thing. Jacoby Myers looks really good in person. That's like one person that stood out big for me was Jacoby. Genty's lost, and it hurts me to see because he's my guy. He cannot pass block. He's running into his fucking guards like crazy. Every time it's inside zone, bumps in the back of the guard. I mean, it was making me so frustrated because he's so talented, and I don't understand the laziness. Hampton looks better than Najee, but Najee doesn't look terrible. Hampton also struggling pass blocking. Both the rookie running backs pass blocking like dog shit, ultimately hurting their time. Hurting their time on the field heavy is that they just can't pass block. That's just one thing that stood out big. Last thing I'll end on, Quentin Johnson, they want to get him the ball, which is hilarious to me, but he looked pretty good. I mean, he's fast as fuck. Chargers are dangerous, really dangerous. Geno struggled. There was many open. I know you guys can't see the whole play, but like I'm watching the whole play, and I'm like, how are we missing that cat? And he was sailing. He was missing. He's holding the ball too long. Like, Raiders had a lot of chances to at least make it close, and their offense was really bad. Their defense played well, though. Really?
I know this isn't the recap, Con, and I'm sorry, this just popped in my head when you said it. Dan Orlovsky cannot call games. He has to be muted. I know, obviously, Connor, you didn't get to hear it. A quarterback cannot make a wrong, like they cannot do wrong to Orlovsky. It's so hard to listen to. Like, Geno is playing terrible, and every time there's a bad Geno throw, he cuts back to it, it's like, yeah, that was just it's just probably not on Geno. Like, the receiver's just going to cut that up a little more.
He's watching the wrong game. He's watching the wrong game because Geno he had time. He had time. It wasn't like they were just I mean, look, they sent some pressure and got there, but I mean, the Raiders O-line was giving him some time to make some throws, and he was just missing reads. You know, it was hard to watch. I mean, guy threw 3 picks, so how do we say it's not on Geno? You know,
I can't believe that was the home opener with Fred Biletnikoff in the fucking building. That was pathetic.
Also, the T-Pain concert was fucking lit. And that was worth every fucking penny. T-Pain put on a great fucking show. No, it was Little John. Excuse me. It was Little John. It was Little John. Same thing. But it was great. Yep. It was great. So, yeah, that's the recap on that for the live coverage. Getting right into the juice, though. Thursday Night Football, divisional banger. Miami Dolphins on the road in Buffalo. Bills minus 11.5. Over under 49.5. Dolphins, bad. Bills good.
Who's got the balls to take the Dolphins in this game?
Not me. I'm not touching
officially. I will throw a sprinkle of some kind on probably their money. Parlayed with something.
That is
plus
burning money.
It's plus 570. It's a divisional Thursday night game. I can't really confidently say anything about this. The only thing that I would mention is that their stats are skewed because they've played the Ravens, but Bills Rushdie to start the season has not been great, and Achan's line is only at 55.5, but the problem with Achan is he just gets receiving work so much you can't really depend on him to get the rushing.
Yeah.
So
I'm not telling you to bet the Dolphins, but to our loyal listeners, do not bet the Bills. This is like the Thursday night football shit is real. Big favorites on Thursday night, big division favorites on Thursday night, and like Luke said about their rush defense, it's not a good spot for the Bills. I'm not saying the Dolphins are going to cover,
but I'm not doing it. But it's just a simple don't play this game. Enjoy it and watch.
injury report wise, but I watched Aaron Rodgers destroy that Jets defense, and after Josh got hit, I don't know if he broke his nose or not, but something got fucked up on his face when he came out. I mean, he did not play very well against the Jets, and now it's a short week. He was 14 of 25 for 150 yards in the last game.
Yeah.
James Cook really picked up the and they didn't really need to be in it. The Jets couldn't do anything, but it's not a good spot for the Bills. I would lean Dolphins.
Joel Hunt.
The Cook touchdown regression hasn't happened yet. He's still scored hella touchdowns.
Yeah, I got one play, and it's Cook over 69.5 rushing yards. I think that they're just gonna be running the ball a lot because they're gonna be up so much on this Dolphins.
Fantasy play.
I do got him in fantasy, guys. Don't worry about it.
What?
Yes, I have 2 plays actually. And
Yikes.
Connor, you missed it on the recap. I think there's great value here, personally. You missed it on the recap, but we are down 31 collective units as a group. 27 of those units coming from player props. So
yikes, we're cold.
I'm going to try and turn the corner on these player props here. And first one, we're going to go back to what should have been a guy who should be where Tucker Kraft is, what we thought he was going to turn into Kittle. I don't know what we thought. We thought he was going to be good. I'm going Dalton Kincaid over 30.5 receiving yards at -14. He was hit this line last week, 4 receptions, 37 yards, and he was the most targeted option for Josh Allen. Yet it was 30-10, but you can tell this year they want to give him the ball more. Dawson Knox is pretty much not a part of this, even though he got 5 targets last game. They don't want to put him in this often. So I'm going to stick with that at -114, 1 unit. And then I'm going to turn it over. I think this game's going to be a lot closer. Then I would lean Dolphins plus 11.5. For that, if they are going to stick close, I'm going to go to the one guy on the Dolphins that I think is a very, very good player, and that is Devon Achane. I'm going to put 1 unit on his anytime touchdown score at plus 110. If they do stick in this game and want to have a chance to even compete, he will be getting a lot of work. And I assume it's going to come to the receiving game, having 8 receptions for 92 yards and a touchdown last week on the Patriots. But this Bills defense really doesn't scare me too much. I know they had a good week last week, but Fields lost. He had 14 yards passing at half. Yeah, awful. But I'm going to stick with those for 1 unit. Like I said, hopefully it's a high-scoring game, but I would lean Dolphins plus 11.
That's great. That's great, Hunt. Burning.
Can I comment real quick?
Early.
Hunter, I like these plays. I think the Bills' defense is fraudulent as well. I'm not telling you that these are bad plays, but I do think that part of the reason that our player prop total is so low is that we only play overs. And I think that our comment on you telling Joel that he's doing a fancy football play, I think if you're only looking for positive matchups in player prop markets, which I think are probably very heavy public markets and probably inflated numbers because of that you should just be playing daily fantasy football instead.
My only counterpoint to this is I wish I had the sheet from last year. I don't believe on it. My differences in my player props compared to me just betting on straight line spreads and totals, my player props were through the roof. If I would have only bet player props last year, I would have been 20 plus units.
You're up 31.5 units on player props.
Yes. So
and Finster was the same way, and I gave him shit for this too, and it pissed me off that I was wrong over and over again, but I'm sticking with my point.
I think it's one of those things. It looks bad as a collective unit now, and I totally am with you. I'm an under guy. You know me. I'll play unders. But like I said, I did this with Zach Ertz last week versus Green Bay because I said this to the Lions. But it's more so what I watch. It's more focusing on eye test. Like the Packers gave up yards to Laporta. I specifically watched Sam Laporta do whatever he wanted, so then I went with Ertz and it cashed. So I'm just playing on the HN one's a little ambitious, but I also leaning Dolphins. So my thought is if they do want to have a chance, like I said, that's their playmaker. And I think plus money on him is valuable. But yes, I get what you're saying. But hopefully we can, as a unit, I'm not scared of player props just because we're down right now. So hopefully we can start and change the tides, whether it's over, under, whatever.
You're right. It's easier to identify positive matchups because that's what we're hardwired to do as fans and as fantasy football players and shit. That's what we're set to look for is these hard matchups. And I don't have any proof to say that these numbers are inflated. It is a conspiracy that I have in my head. that because player props are so popular with the public, that number is generally 4 to 5 yards higher than it should be. But I have no proof to prove that. It's just what I think.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, let's keep this moving. Las Vegas Raiders on the road in Washington versus the Commanders. Commanders minus the 3, over under 44.5.
Jane Daniels is he gonna play?
Isn't?
Is he?
This is a tweener line. This is a tweener line. If Jaden was 100% in, he did or didn't.
He did not practice that.
Yeah.
This is a tweener line. If he was playing to be 7,
No.
7, 6
I
and a
think
half.
5.5, 6.5 right there.
You're telling me Jaden Daniels is only worth 2 points?
I just don't think the Commanders are that good. To be honest with you.
You know who's
It's
really
not
not
about Jaden
good?
Daniels.
The Raiders.
Yeah,
They're not good.
I don't disagree with you.
I just
I'm
saw
fading,
them.
I'm fading everything in this game. I watched the burst
Yeah.
from Jinty. I think Jinty's due to do something, but I'm not going to be. I'm not
He's just.
What's the
like-
spread?
3.
3 right now.
3 right now.
I'm going to take the Raiders plus 3 for a unit. I think that Geno's going to have a bounce back game, and I think even if Daniels plays, that their offense has not looked up to par to what it was last year. The only positive offense they've had so far is him scrambling, and that's not sustainable. And I like the Raiders front 7, and Geno is good. He had a terrible game last week. He's a good quarterback. I expect him to bounce back.
Yeah, I mean, look, I just saw them play. I could never put my hard-earned money or my
I
clients
watched the
on
game
the
first,
Raiders.
Tommy, and I listened to part of it on the radio.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. So it's a straight pass game. I don't know if Daniels is playing. The Raiders stink.
I mean, they did
I don't
beat the Patriots week 1. Like they're not 0-10. They're 1-1. I know they had a really bad game last week, but they're not the
It
worst
was
team in the league.
More than really bad. It was like disappointing because they're at
Geno
home. It's
played really
Pete
bad.
Carroll's birthday. Like, what are we doing?
Brant convinced me. I just swore them off literally 10 minutes ago on the recap pod, but I'm putting it in.
That's fucking hilarious.
I don't
Joel.
know. Wear Derek Carr jersey.
I'm not on it.
I like it. Just stay away from the shit. Let's move on.
One more real quick. Washington is the oldest team in the league. Did you guys know that? Despite having like a 22
I did know that.
quarterback.
I did
They're the
know
oldest
that.
team in the league.
They're old.
Because they got Bobby Wagner and Von Miller on defense.
Austin Eckler,
Yeah, they're old as
rest
fuck.
in peace.
Moving on. Atlanta Falcons on the road in Carolina versus the Panthers. Panthers plus the 5.5. Over under 43.5. Shaded to the under. Panthers? Are we back?
Panthers. 1 unit. Panthers. I love the dogs this week. I love all the dogs this week.
Oh,
I
God.
think that.
Oh, God.
I was on Penix last week, and I think Penix was really disappointing. And
That
both
was
of the
a
first 2 games-
hilarious line to me. I was big on the Falcons last week, too.
And I was thinking that this was 6. Now it's 5.5. Is a different story. But fuck it, give it to me. I mean, I had it written down at 6, 5.5. I'll take 5.5. Give me a unit on the Panthers. Bryce looked good in garbage time, which is kind of the story of his career, is that he sucks and then he looks good in garbage time. And you're like, well, hang on, Bryce.
Well, they're playing soft coverage.
Did you see
That's, I know.
the Panthers lost 2 starting offensive linemen this week? I don't know if you saw that or not, Brant.
He's in. Fuck it. Maybe
I'm
they
not
have a
afraid of the
problem.
Falcons front. I'm not afraid of the Falcons front. Leonard
They-
Floyd, get real.
Those 2 young rookies they drafted, Walker and I forget who the other guy is.
James Pierce.
Yeah, they looked pretty fucking good.
They do. They look pretty good.
So I am scared of their front. Actually, I think that they're
Dude,
I think the
against
Falcons,
against
They
who
went
they
off
play last
to
week?
they played the fucking JJ McCarthy. They killed him. Remember? They broke his leg.
They killed him. Oh shit! You gotta play this, Luke.
I just like Brant said that the Bryce Young garbage time he threw it 55 times last week. I really
Christ.
like I just said, like I just brought up that the young rookies on the edge look good for Atlanta, and they just lost 2 starting offensive linemen. To me, the play I want to put is Bryce under 2, I think it's 210.5 passing yards. Yeah, 210.5. I want to play that, but I'm just so scared that if they get blown out, that he's just like he's
See
done it all.
that's the exact problem. I mean, you know, you
can't do it, so I'm fading.
gotta look, you know, obviously over
Are-
because they're not gonna be up in this game. Big.
Are the Panthers and the Falcons in the same division?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I love my play. Yeah, touchdown dog at home in the division. Come on,
That's
like an
exactly why
automatic.
I'm not playing it, because I'm a big fan of the Falcons. I think they got their team sort of right, and Raheem's got the defense playing. So the Panthers are like all bad vibes. They look like dog shit. I mean, think about that Cardinals game. I was at the book watching that game. They had so many chances, and they just
They covered. What are you talking? They covered a
to
touchdown.
win. They don't care about covering. I'm talking about winning. They had so many chances to win.
This is a sports betting podcast. I'm talking about covering.
I know, but I'm just talking just as this is putting my coach hat on for a second. Just they had so many chances to win, and it was just so. I mean, flag. They moved up. This, that. It was just everything to go their way, and they just couldn't do it. They couldn't move the ball at all. It was so depressing. Kalakis is not doing his thing like he used to. That's a throwback from last year, if you remember that.
Garbage time, backdoor cover.
Yeah,
exactly. 5.5. Lock it in.
I would never put my clients' hard-earned money on a backdoor cover in my life. In my life.
If you want to tail my bets, you gotta have balls.
I respect the play. Divisional home dog. Yeah.
That's how I roll.
Divisional home dog. Well, here's another one for you. Green Bay Packers on the road.
Whoa. I have two plays in this game.
Oh my lord, you guys are burning hard-earned money.
Yeah, so
you guys are burning hard-earned money.
These last 2 weeks, I've really been trying to play conservative, and really trying to just figure out what I'm watching in the NFL this year. I always do. I like to start off slow and not empty the ball. This is the week where I really open the playbook. Same way the Bengals are going to open it for Brown. We're going to score a lot of touchdowns this week. First play. We are going to one of my favorite guys, friend of the program. Would love to have him on if he is listening. We're going to Drake London. He will be scoring a touchdown in this game. We are going to put a unit on anytime touchdown plus 155. He has 3 touchdowns in the last 2 meetings versus the Carolina Panthers. And we also are going to go on 1 unit on his over and receiving yards. Fortunately, that line is not out. They have Bijan's receiving only in the receiving section. Last time they met, he had 10 for 187. Time before that, he had 6 for 74, which I assume would have cashed at 6 or 7. We're going to stick to it. He's too good of a player to only have 4 receptions. He has yet to score a touchdown on the year. What a game for this Falcons offense to get on the right track and air the ball out. And hopefully, I'm with Brant. I want to see the Panthers show some fight here, and I think they can win this game. So I'm also playing into the fact that, who knows, Falcons might be down. Could be. And so let's air the ball out.
Drake London had 15 targets in week 1. Did you know that?
Yeah, but he didn't score.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm backing your play. He's the focal point of their passing offense for sure.
Yes, and he only had 5 last week, and he made 4 out of 5. They didn't really need to throw the ball last week, but great spot for the bounce back. I will put it in the spreadsheet when the receiving yards do come out.
Or he'll do it.
Joel, anything before I go?
Nope. I'm good.
Moving on. Green Bay Packers on the road in Cleveland versus the Brownies. Brownies plus 7.5 at home. Over under 41.5. Who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? I'm doing it. Browns plus 7.5 for a unit. My logic: Browns defense good. They can score points. 7.5 is a key number. They're at home. They're trying to get their first win. And the Browns aren't awful. I watched them play. They don't scream to me like they're this awful team. They hung in there with the Ravens pretty good where we were starting to... Yeah, until they started turning the heat up. But no, Browns stood in there pretty strong. Packers are one of my favorite teams in the NFL, but they're not blowing people out. This will be a defensive game. Browns plus 7.5 for a unit.
If I have a teaser, would you like me to say that now or save it till the end?
Yeah, go ahead.
I will be doing a 2-team teaser. The first leg being Packers. We're buying them down to a 1.5. And then we are also going to jump on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and buy them down to a 0.5 point. We will put 1 unit on that at minus 134. Logic being Green Bay Packers this year, we have seen more deep play balls and more deep threats than we usually have from this team. Josh Jacobs has been so inefficient outside of scoring touchdowns this year. I think he's probably averaging
sounds like typical Jacobs.
to 3.1 yards on the ground. and he is dealing with an ankle injury currently. So I expect the big plays to be there, and those are the plays that unfortunately beat the Cleveland Browns last year, especially in the fourth quarter. And then Tampa Bay really don't need to do a lot of explaining here. Tyrod Taylor, I don't think he's going to be the guy to beat this Tampa Bay team. They're going to start off 3-0, barely squeaking away. And like I said, we really are just need a money line win. But we'll talk more on that game. But
I'm with you, Hunt. I got a little sprinkle. Do you think this is Matthew Golden's week, guys?
No,
Did you see his Do you see his separation scores are really good though?
I don't give a fuck.
Is this his week?
I didn't like him coming out of college. I don't like him as a Jordan.
He's just such an Ohio State homer. He can't help himself.
He's scouting college talent, knows who's going to be good, and
I do. If you're a Texas wide receiver, I got a newsflash for you. You're gonna suck in the NFL. There you go.
God, this guy's such an Ohio State guy. Joel Brandt, anything on this game?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm teasing the Packers down as well. The Packers are the best teaser leg. Through the 7 in the 3. I already bet it when they were 8.5. I got it 2.5. But I hate when people say that, so cut that, Joel. I'll take them down to 1.5 as well. It's the same deal through the same key numbers. And Hunter, I like your leg as well. Tyrod Taylor's old as fuck, and he has not been good the last couple of times he's gotten it. I used to love Tyrod Taylor. He's not been good the last couple of times he's gotten run, and I don't think that the Jets' offense has enough talent to prop him up. I like that one. I have another pairing, but I support your Tampa Bay pairing. I'm going with Houston up to 7.5 over the touchdown at Jacksonville in their division matchup.
Oh, you get 8.5 now, Brant.
If you're doing 6, you get 8.5.
Beautiful. I traded the point that I was getting with Green Bay, and I get it with Houston. I actually kind of like that better. I like this play. I think I'm going to make 2 big statements here about both teams playing in this Packers-Browns game. I think that the Packers are the best team in the NFL. I think they should be the Super Bowl favorite. And I think that Myles Garrett is the best defensive player in the NFL. And him against Micah Parsons is going to be exciting. They're both going to want to get sacks in this game because I think they know, or at least Micah will want to have a better statistical game. So, I mean, Micah has been destroying the first 2 weeks, but Myles Garrett, he wrecks games more than any other player in the NFL single-handedly. And so that's why I'm afraid to take the Packers at above a touchdown, even though I think they're great. But teasing them down below 3, I love it.
Good explanations there.
Hunter stole my thunder. This is my 3-unit play of the week on that teaser. I have 2-0, so I think keeping me afloat this year on these teasers, these 3-unit teasers. Just trying to find 2 teams down to a money line. That's what we're going to do here. Unfortunately, we can't get the Packers all the way down. We have to cover 1.5 with them, but I feel pretty confident going against the Browns. And if it was Justin Fields, I would be a little more scared with Tyrod Taylor. I think the Bucs absolutely. They should obviously be 60. So that's my 3-unit play for the week.
Hey, moving on. Steelers on the road versus the Patriots. Me and Hunter grudge match. Patriots a home dog plus the 1.5. Over under 44.5. Hunt, how do you feel my guys are coming in here going to beat your brakes?
I love that we're the underdog. I think we thrive in this. We were plus 1.5 last week, and we ended up squeaking by a win. The only fear is Rodgers might have 300. There's a chance with this secondary. I don't think Seagon's going to play. There's no way he's playing. We shouldn't. I fear that we might get our asses kicked in the secondary. But I don't know. I don't think you guys have looked all too impressive. You all just got your ass waxed. Holy shit.
Okay, pump the
Sam
brakes. We did not get our asses whacked. We got a shout out fucking Caleb Johnson, who starts trying to the sidelines after he misses the ball, touchdown, right? I mean, it killed the whole vibe. Calvin Austin and Muth at the pick in the end zone,
I have a question for you, Con.
I have an answer.
As a middle school football coach, if you were then an NFL coach, special teams coach, if you had a rookie running back who is, 240 and runs a 4.6, Is that the guy you're putting back there to return kicks, or do you think we got somebody a little quicker?
Respectively, he's 225 and runs a 4.5, but
I
no,
don't think
I would
that's
not. But here's the deal on why they do that. Is because of it's the ball security and the new kickoff rules is like you kind of just looking for a hole. Like wide receivers don't typically have great vision. Like that's why Jamar's super special is he's got good vision. You know, the running backs are usually the ones with great
Played
vision
running back as a kid.
to hit holes. So I don't know. I mean that's why a lot of teams do it.
4.57.
Yeah. Pipe down. That's 4.5.
4.57.
Yeah, because I know exactly what he ran. 4.5
I'm
is
just saying 4.6 is
you
closer
round
than
up
4.5.
though.
whatever.
Whatever.
Anywho, I don't have a play in this game. I love my
do.
Steelers. I love
Please
them.
enlighten me, Luke. Please.
Go ahead.
It's the over. I was saying it last week, Con. I think that they haven't adjusted. They still have the Steelers as an under team. Steelers are an over team. If they keep putting these lines
kinda
down,
are.
the Steelers are an over team. That defense can't stop fucking jack fucking shit.
They're starting to
JSN
give us some respect. 44.5 is kind of high for a Steelers game.
I don't think
They're
it has to do with
starting
Steelers. I think it has to do with the Patriots. I don't think it
there's
has
a
to
lot
do
of
with
truth to
Steelers.
that as well.
I think both defenses are questionable, and I think both offenses have enough with the Patriots. It's enough spunk from May, and with the Steelers, it's just Rodgers. Rodgers look good.
Yeah,
Don't love
he made
how
a lot
good
of
he's
good
looked,
throws.
to be honest with you. And last thing on the old heads, the Steelers got Jalen Ramsey. It's just going to be an All-Pro for 3 more years
Dude,
at corner.
he's so
Fuck
good.
Jalen Ramsey. I can't fucking stand that.
I
I hate
love
him more
him.
than Minka
How
already.
could you not
Yeah.
like him? He plays absolutely lights
I
out.
do love
I
Ramsey.
love
I can't wait for
He's a
the
thug.
I love it. We love our thugs.
That's crazy. I wish Burrow was there for the inevitable Jamar Ramsey rematch from the Super Bowl, but yeah.
Real quick, just a couple of notes. I'm not betting either of these, just some insight. Really curious to see DK Metcalf this week. Has not looked very good. He does have 2 touchdowns in the year, but yards, he looks awful. And then the next big piece, and I wish the line was up, so I'm very curious. I potentially will bet it. I'll let you know on Twitter. Shout out Huntman2399 on Twitter.
Shout out my own Twitter.
My own Twitter.
Why don't you just go to the line chasers
Jalen,
one, big dog?
I will go on line chasers, but Jalen Warren's rushing and receiving is very tempting in this game due to one, what Achane did, and Genty didn't do much on us versus the ground, but I think that maybe just a Genty problem in week 1, not so much that the opportunities weren't there. We saw Jalen Warren last week explode in the receiving game, and I think he'll probably do, especially if Luke's right, which I'm leaning the over in this game as well. But if there is going to be a lot of points, I think the ball will be flowing pretty quick. So I think a big play of a Jalen Warren screen pass that goes for 35 yards. I don't expect that line to be maybe more so than 68.5, something around there. But something to keep an eye on. But I'll go to Twitter to update on.
Anything else in this game?
Corey, have anything in this one?
Connor, can I ask DK? I am just from watching a little bit here and there. I get the feeling that they're trying to make him run a broader route tree than he generally is known for running. Is that true? Like they're trying to get him involved
DK's
more
a
over the middle
and
and
a
short
street
game.
guy. They're trying to get him on more chair routes. I've seen him run chair routes like a 10-yard stick. I mean, which is good for him. I mean, look, it's never bad to get more in your bag, but
He doesn't have it in his bag.
He's not this unbelievable route runner. He's just too big. He doesn't change direction very well. He's a point and shoot type guy.
Well,
But
just
Like a George Pickens type.
They're checking to see if he can do it because that's a redeemer receivers. Like if he could, it'd be great. We'll just see if he can.
watch Calvin Austin to absolutely light up these bums in this New England secondary. He's a slept-on guy who does have a route tree in his bag.
He might need to be Travis Hunter, switch and play corner. The defense he was playing on Rodgers in the end zone last week.
Austin?
Very
Austin
funny.
Hall?
By the way,
Very
Pat
funny.
Freiermuth would have caught that for a touchdown.
Oh, 100% he would have. Incredible defense from Calvin Austin.
Unbelievable. Anywho, moving on. LA Rams on the road in Philly. Philly minus the 3.5 at home. Over under 44.5. This is the whale play. It's so easy. It's the best play of the week. It's Rams plus 3.5. Don't overthink it. The Eagles, good team. I'm not saying they're bad, but Rams win this game outright. So I'll take the 3.5 and move on with my life.
Connor, it's my whale play too.
No fucking way. It's
Plus
so
3.5.
obvious.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so obvious. 3 units.
Love it,
I mean,
love it.
It's so obvious. I don't know why it just sticks out like a sore thumb on this slate.
The Eagles have looked like shit. They played 2 bad
They
teams.
cannot throw the ball.
Good.
They cannot throw the ball. That's their thing. They're struggling. Hurts is not throwing the ball well this year. They're saving Achilles' heel is they're just mowing everybody down, and this Rams D is not going to get mowed down. So, yeah, Rams win this outright, but we'll take 3.5 freebies. So,
Yeah, love the number. Love the 3.5.
yeah, it's going to come off of it probably, honestly.
I've got another play, and I think Brant's gonna love it because once again we're coming right back to the player prop here.
I'm sure he's not going to.
We're gonna ride with a collective 4-0 player prop this year. If you look at everything, this has a 100% hit rate as of right now. Brant said it earlier. We're not doing a lot of unders. Well, I'm here to change that narrative. Jalen Hurts under 190.5 passing yards, minus 114.
Yeah.
First game, he threw 150. Last game, he threw 101. Rams have allowed 188 and 170. I believe 175 to Cam Ward. It is 4-0 collective versus defense and Jalen Hurts history this year. I'm on the Jalen Hurts hate watch. I cannot stand to watch
I am
him play
too.
football. I love Saquon. That's the only reason I tune into these games. Also, real quick before my time is up here, you're hearing it first from the Line Chasers podcast, not Schefter. A.J. Brown, you are a future Patriot. It will happen eventually in his lifetime. He's sick and tired of this shit. So I'm ready, and let's go for an under here.
Yeah,
I love
can
this play, Hunter. I love this
guarantee-
play.
Actually, the only thing that scares me, Hunt, is that the Rams might get up so much that they have to start throwing the ball. That's what
We'll
scares
see.
me.
Uh,
Joel? Luke?
I have a play, and I'm piggybacking off of what Hunt just said. This is a Eagles offense that has looked stuck in the mud all year. Hurts can't throw. This Rams defense I was talking about before the season started, young, hard hitting. They know how to fucking play. It's just the under here. It's really this is the easiest play of the week. 44.5 under 1 unit. I don't expect
Like
a lot of
that.
touchdowns.
Are you worried the Rams might score 45 points alone in this
I
game?
think the
That's
Eagles
kind of where I'm
defense-
at.
I think the Eagles defense is decent, so no, I'm not too worried about it.
It's kind of where
The
I'm
Rams
at.
also the Rams offense. I mean, I don't know. It took them a while to get going against the Titans. That Puka fucking 4th and 1 jet sweep touchdown was ridiculous.
Oh, what a play. What a play.
Yeah.
He's special.
The
He's a
Rams
special
offense,
cat.
the problem with evaluating the Rams offense is they've played Houston and Tennessee, which like complete polar opposite ends of the spectrum.
I think the Rams
Yeah.
offense could be like they're not gonna. That McVay likes to play a little bit of just they take long possessions, and Stafford knows how to extend drives. Like
Yep.
they take a long time. Both these teams do with the ball in their hands as well, which also
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
complements the way that we're playing.
By the
I
way,
love this
how
under.
good is Puka Nacua? Is he going to beat
So
up on
good.
these? Is he going to beat up on these Eagles? Bitch ass
Adoree
corners?
Jackson
Is
is
Adoree
sweaty.
Jackson going to match up with Puka Nacua?
You guys
Come on.
remember that Michael Jordan meme where he said the guy was out and some ram to his guard and he said, 50. That's what Puka's about to do to Adoree Jackson. He's like, 50.
Watch out.
The fact that the
Watch out.
Rams can split out 2 great wide receivers on either side and pick what matchup they want between these beat ass
Yikes.
Eagles corners is a big advantage.
Quinion Mitchell ain't beat, but Adoree Jackson is beat.
That's my point with the Rams. They just extend drives, but they're always in third and manageable. And it's like, yeah, we get Puka or Devontae isolated, and Stafford's going to make the throw. They just drive
And the
the
other guy, the other
Eddie.
corner they've got is White.
Hey man, Cooper DeJean out here, bro.
Who bitched him last game? I saw him get fucking. Did Kelsey stiff arm him into like?
Yeah,
Next
into
week?
into next
Yeah.
year.
Fuck that guy. I hate that guy.
And Brant being
Cooper DeJean.
racist.
Shout out right before we leave to if any of my Rams watchers out there, watch out for the Puka Nacua IR moment of this game. There's going to be one moment where you think
Yeah.
he is dead on the field. Every single game you watch him.
But he's too
not,
tough.
he is
He's so
fine.
tough,
He's
though.
so
He
tough.
plays through it.
He's so tough. But
Yeah,
Joel?
yeah, you guys talked me into it. I think I'm going to take the Rams plus 3.5. I think it is easy, and I'll put.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to do a whale on it. I'll put 2 on it. My other play of this game is A.J. Brown under. It's not out yet, but if it's around the same 70, 69.5, whatever, around that area, I'll
Yeah.
take
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
50s, dog.
If it's 50s, I ain't touching it. I'll let you guys know.
It's bad.
Stay tuned.
Hey,
Stay
we-
tuned.
We talked about that last week, and I said that I thought he was going to demand the ball and that they were going to try to get him the ball early because he's this big diva wide receiver, whatever, reads the book on the sideline. He had 5 catches last week for 27 yards.
Yeah, it's not
0
good.
catches, 8 yards.
Did you
Like-
watch the game?
Yeah, I did.
Four of those catches came on the drive right before halftime. They literally
Yeah,
targeted
yeah.
4 times in a row, and then the second half he was.
No, I'll go out and say if it's anything above 64.5, I'll take it.
I like that.
Monitor that.
Surgical. Moving on to an AFC divisional matchup. We got the Indianapolis Colts on the road in Nissan Stadium versus the Titans. Shout out Nashville. Plus 4.5, the Titans are at home. Over under a crisp 43.5. The story of the year is the Colts. Daniel Jones, number 1 fantasy QB. Jonathan Taylor absolutely toting that pill. Defense playing well. Absolute thriller. I know you guys recapped this, but I wasn't here, and I watched it live at the book. Absolute thriller. Misses a 60-yarder by a fucking school bus. Size this. And then, wait a minute. Sean Payton flag. They hit the snapper 15 yards. It's a chip shot 45-yarder. They win the game. I mean, how lucky are these fucking Colts right
It
now?
was game of the week. And shout out to my guy who works at the Potbelly Sandwich Works by my office, who told me that he was at this game, and he's a Broncos fan, and he was so pissed. And he was like, when the fuck do they call leverage? They never call leverage.
You just look like your dad right there. Shout out Dan Carlton. That was so funny. The play's the under. 43.5. Colts are coming off a high siesta. I really want to take the Titans, but I can't do it. So I'm taking the under. That's where I'm at.
Before Grant and Luke say their plays, because I think they're going to be on the same page.
I don't have a
just
play
wanna
on
point out- Oh, well, I just want to point out, I do think the sharp play is Titans plus 4.5 here. But if
Yeah.
you watch the recap, I cannot bet that after saying how much I love these Colts and how high I've been on them all year. I feel like that'd be a disgrace. Brant said this is a watch and see type of team, and I think that this week is the watch and see. If they win this game handedly, I'm back in on betting them. But I think it's going to be tougher than what the line is telling me.
I'm on the
So
phone with
I'm
Emma.
going to stay away, but I lean Titans plus 4.
It wasn't.
I bought in on the Colts defense for sure especially against a young quarterback. But if you're gonna play the Titans, I almost kind of think the best value you're gonna get is to throw them into a money line parlay and try to get a lot of juice out of it. Because if it's gonna be close, it's gonna be because the Colts have some type of like disaster offensive game where Daniel Jones is just missing throws and fucking up and all this stuff. So the Colts are still more talented. And Lou Anarumo is really dialing it up on D. And I do think the Colts are good. And I think that they're going to have a regression, but I think they'll bounce back from it. But it's wait and see, like I said. You got to feel the ups and downs of the season with the Colts because there are going to be some. And this situation sets up for a down, I think,
An
based
easy
on where I think their
overlook
talent
opponent.
level is.
Yeah, easy
Yeah.
overlook opponent. That's why I like the under here. I think it's going to be chippy divisional game. They know each other. They've been playing ball twice a year for as long as it's been around. So, yeah, give me the under. I think it's going to be a close game. I think Titans probably squeak it out, and Cam Moore gets his first win of the year. Share simulator for Joel. Moving on. New York Jets on the road versus the Bucks. We already kind of alluded to this game, but no Fields. Bucks minus 6.5. Over under 44.5. Brant and Hunter already touched on their plays. I have the under 44.5 for a unit. I just not fully think the Bucks. Look, I like Baker. I think he's gritty. But are they just this absolute dominant team that's just going to come and absolutely steamroll everybody? No. They're a solid 10-7, 9-8 team.
Their best player hasn't played yet.
That is true.
Yes. Okay. I thought we were talking about Chris Godwin.
The best player on their
No,
team
yeah.
has not played.
100%.
Yeah. So I don't
He
know.
ain't playing this
I like,
week either.
Nope. I like the under. Give me the under. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Anybody?
I love that.
So, editor's note: Corey had under in Colts Titans.
Gotcha.
Yep. Sharp guy. Any other plays in this game?
Yeah, I got a teaser on this one. I'm gonna tease the Bucks
Yeah.
down to minus a point, half point, and then I'm gonna also tease down the Seahawks to -1.5.
Nice. Luke, you don't have to play on this, do you?
I don't. But,
Bucks are a good
thinking
teaser
of-
leg.
Corey is going head-to-head with you here, Colin. He likes the over in this game. Don't know where he's getting his info from.
Don't know where he's getting that, but maybe Tyrod.
Let me make the
is
case.
just
Let me make
gonna
the
do
case. Baker Mayfield. No, I can't.
it.
Tyrod Taylor.
And you,
Tyrod Taylor is 36 years old. He's in his
God
15th season in the NFL.
The Jets know, Aaron Glenn and them know they're gonna have to play a tough defensive
Didn't
game.
he?
They're
wasn't
not
he
just gonna
quit
light
the
them
high
up.
school team?
Yeah.
Didn't he quit and then come back?
I don't know if he ever
I think
quit.
of somebody else.
He's like a lifer, I feel like.
I like
Didn't
that.
didn't he coach a high school team for a year? Am I making that up?
That was
I don't
Teddy
know.
Bridgewater, I believe.
Oh,
Oh,
no, you're
yeah.
right. That was Teddy
What-
Bridgewater. My
one-
bad.
one more thing on
He's
that
in the
tease.
league as well.
On that teaser leg, you guys are really good on the really high on the Packers this week, -0.5 point. Would it be advantageous to put them into that for plus money?
Don't do 3.
Joel, I was thinking about adding Bucks to my teaser to make it a 3-legger. I'm not giving it out on the pod, but I get a little greedy when
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. 1 unit. Packers, Tampa Bay, Seahawks, 6-point teaser. That's my play.
This guy has the crystal ball rolling.
There's good teaser legs this week. There's a lot of
One
them.
thing I want to say here, Colin, on that under, I agree with your side of it, other than Corey on the over. Tampa Bay is going to be bringing the heat, and Tyrod cannot move like Fields. I think that Tyrod is going to have a very, very hard time in the pocket with Todd Bowles dialing up the fucking heat on him, like they did to Stroud last week. Stroud, obviously his line is worse, but Stroud is a way better quarterback than Tyrod, and he could not
struggled.
escape
Yeah.
the pressure. I don't think Tyrod's going to be able to move in that pocket. I think they're going to struggle a lot on offense.
I think Jets defense shows up big here too. They know they're down their starting QB. They know
Buka might not play.
You know.
We talked about that on the recap. Like Buka is hurt.
So why are we even looking at the over here? Like what is Big Man Red doing?
Because it's one of those plays where you guys are making such valid points that this game could.
Oh my god.
That's actually exactly
I
what
hate when he
Gordon
does
said
that.
this
That's
year.
so
exactly
what he
he
would
That's
say.
what he does.
I'd rather be wrong with logic than stupid and win.
I could legitimately see the Jets putting up less than 10 points this game, like very easily.
Yeah.
I made the point
Anywho.
last week that Tampa Bay's offense has a real ceiling on it because of the guys they're missing. Because they're
Yeah.
missing Wirfs and Godwin and
it
McMillan.
shows. It shows.
Baker still makes it work, and
Yeah.
Baker and Bucky and Igbuka and Evans all being talented enough still makes it like a functional offense. But they're missing the ceiling that comes with having the depth at receiver that matters for them, that makes them difficult to guard on the
Yep.
outside, and having Wirfs their best fucking player. That's why when they came out in that Houston game last week, when they scored back-to-back touchdowns in
10
the
to
opening
14
drives
going into the
in like
fourth
2 minutes, yeah, and then it still stayed under, and the Bucks didn't score
It
again
did.
until the very last play when they scored that game-winning touchdown. They had nothing going on offense the rest of that game.
If you guys have been following me on the pod, I have been nailing the Texans unders all year. Luke's Super Bowl pick. It's embarrassing for him. Anywho, moving on. We will get to that game shortly. Cincinnati Bengals, who they on the road at the Vikings. Vikings -3, over under 41.5. What do you guys have to say for yourself?
We already covered this on the recap.
We're gonna win this game. That's what I gotta say.
We talked Bengals for like 20 minutes on the recap. We can go through
Yikes,
this.
Hunter! I'm sorry to listen to that. I don't have a play in this game. 2 backups. Vikings defense and Jake is gonna make Jake Browning piss down his leg. It might be another 3 interception game for Jake Browning. Just FYI. Yeah,
Fun
you
fact,
better put a finger up.
You're ignorant on this. Sorry, buddy. Jake Browning was cut by the Minnesota Vikings. Jake Browning never forgot that. There's a great, famous
Yeah,
clip
that's
all
all I
over
clipped,
Twitter.
yeah.
You should have never fucking
Hands his
cut me.
helmets down. You should have never fucking cut me after he won the game-winning drive to beat them when he fucking fell in for Burrow and cashed his fucking checks. Also, rest of the season we didn't bring this up. I guarantee you Jake Browning's fiance / maybe wife now is going to be up in that fucking box every fucking game in Burrow's box. And we're going to get it cut to her again.
Well,
Very
here's
very-
Bengals Taylor Swift.
lovely looking lady. That's all I'm going to say.
here's a sneaky play in this game that nobody's really talking about. you maybe even covered in the recap, Wentz might just be better than J.J. McCarthy. So this
We
might be an
didn't cover
upgrade.
that. We also
This
covered
might
that.
be just a flat upgrade for the Vikings. So if you like the Vikings before, like me, this is like green because
I think this is a
JJ.
great. Oh, sorry, Con.
Go.
I think this is a great over game.
I do
think
too.
this line is drastically low. You want to talk about sloppy? 2 QBs,
This is gonna be
backups
sloppy.
coming in. This is awesome. This
Give
is
it to me. Give it to me. Over 41.5, 1 unit.
I think the over's fun. I don't know if it's sharp, but I think it's fun. I think
I'm
we're
not
going
betting
to
it.
throw for 300.
Scared money
but
don't make money.
FanDuel
Yikes.
doesn't have it yet, but on DraftKings, Jordan Mason's rushing total is 77.5 yards.
God damn, that's high.
I think if you want to bet it, go ahead and take that number up to 100 and get some juice on it. There's a chance that he runs crazy against the Bengals. Really.
Yikes. Any other plays in this before we move on?
Nah.
Moving on, Houston Texans on the road in Jacksonville. Jacksonville minus 2.5 at home. Over under 44.5. How is this Jacksonville team favored? What does Vegas know? Trevor Lawrence can't throw the ball. BTJ can't catch. He's scared to catch. But wait, Stroud doesn't have 1 second in the pocket. Yeah, panic bells for the Texans. It's not looking good for Luke's Super Bowl pick.
You're totally right, Connor, that the Jags being favored in this game is a huge red flag because obviously
no
everyone thought coming into this season that Houston was better. But I do think there is good value in teasing Houston up above the touchdown, which I've taken in my teaser. And I think the thing to watch in this game is some underrated young pass rushers getting after the quarterback against bad offensive linemen in this game. And, yeah, that's my take.
Luke, this is
Good
your Super
pass
Bowl
rush.
pick. This is your Super Bowl pick. 0-2 Houston Texans. Go.
All right, I guess I'll just do it now since, there's no better time. This is part of my parlay of the week. It is the Houston Texans money line. Texans are not.
Luke, what do you think that the Jags D line is going to do to the Texans O line when they just did us? What do you think is going to happen there, buddy?
Well, let me just clarify. I don't give a fuck. The Jacksonville Jaguars just put up one of the most pathetic losses I've seen in a long time. I cannot believe the Bengals scraped out that win. The Texans, their faults on offense are their faults on offense. It is what it is. I think they eke out. Honestly, I might take Jags fucking team total under. I think the Jags might be. It's ugly out there for the Jags. That was some pathetic. The Brian Thomas, it really can't be said enough what is going on with him. I really don't even know what it is.
He's got to figure it out.
But yeah, this is my. I know we got the other game we're gonna get to, but Connor, just keep me up here. I have to go to it. This is Texans money line and Chiefs money line. These teams are too good to start at 0-3. That is the name of the parlay. These teams, it's not short, it's not sweet. It's simple though. These teams are too good to start at 0-3. They're not gonna start at 0-3. You get that at plus 206. We're putting 2 units on that. 2 units to win 4 units. Quick double up right there. This is a simple one. Really, nothing else to say. The Jags are a joke. The Texans are a really good team.
I'm back. Hey, we're knocking on the door again. It's Daddy Connor. We're under 44.5 in another Texans game. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Looks like it's going to be a winning play for the year, so I'm just going to write it out.
They were a winning play last year. They
18 games. I'm going to be betting Texans unders the
Only
whole
play
year.
17. Play 17.
Whatever. 18 weeks, 17 weeks. I'm here. Knocking on the door for Luke's Super Bowl pick, and I'm under. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be defense. The Texans can't do shit, and the Texans defense will be very good against the Jags. Give me the under 44.5 for 2 units. Brant, you're muted. Huh? Brant?
I was leaning the under as well. Went 2-0 last year when these teams faced off, scoring 44 points in one contest, and I believe either 37 or 41 points in another. I hope this doesn't bite me in the ass. Usually when I tail Luke, I always lose. I am going to go 1 unit Texans money line. I agree with Luke that I think coaching staff outmatched. I'm a big Tony
Whoa.
It is. D'Amico
Cohen
Ryan
is not the issue.
I don't think I don't think Liam Cohen's a bad coach. I'm saying from the top down. I think this Texans team is just better. They match up better defensively. And I'm not giving up on the offense yet. I do think this is going to be a great receiving battle. I think BTJ will get it back.
I think this is the game.
I know, Luke. Trevor Lawrence.
Derek Stingley is the game. That's
Brother, nobody is worried about Derek Stingley. BTJ is going to drag his nuts all over
Trevor
him.
Lawrence told me to stay calm and not to worry. So I'm going to believe in T-Law, which he stinks. But Luke's right. Texans are too good to lose this game, I think, if they want to have a chance to hopefully.
How funny is it going to be when the Chiefs and Texans are both 0-3? God, I'm going to sleep good Sunday night. Real good.
I'm feeling worse and worse about having money on the Texans, even though I've teased them up. After the Jags just had this inexcusable collapse against the backup quarterback last week, and they come in favored against the Texans, who clearly have a more talented roster.
I know, Brent. I'm talking to you, and I'm talking you through what I'm seeing here and saying how.
You're not even
this
betting
the
a
line?
fucking side. Shut up.
I'm on the under.
That's not a side. You're
I'm on the under.
Total. Don't
I
act
do
like
like
you're
the
taking
under.
a stand
I do like
here.
the
You're
under.
not standing for shit. You're sitting
Trayvon
down.
Walker and Josh Hines Allen are going to be in
It's
C.J.
gonna
Stroud's
be
jockstrap in
ugly.
this fucking game.
You thought
Will
that
Anderson
Bucks
and
game
Daniil
was
Hunter
bad?
are about to be fucking in
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence's
Agreed.
hands.
We're not denying
Agreed.
that.
I completely agree. It's the
I'm-
same situation on both sides.
Yeah.
But I'm not just saying, like, I understand the Bengals' offensive line is bad, but Walker and Hines Allen looked devastatingly athletic on the edge last
They
week.
took Burrow out
And
for
the
the
Jags
season.
are not a team that I watch that much, so I didn't have a lot of tape grinding on these two guys. They both impressed me last week.
I just want
Yeah.
to throw a quick handout. I'm off the Texans. I'm I'm gonna change
my. Can I change my teaser leg?
Come back.
I'm off.
Come
I
back.
want the Bucks. I want Tampa Bay instead.
Yeah, I
Paired
like
with
that,
Green
Brandon.
Bay.
I love
don't
it.
I like that,
I don't
Brandon.
want you.
love
I'm
it.
rooting for you, Luke. I'm just
Yeah. We're over here and you're over there. We're just gonna be like,
I'm
we
the only
got you.
man who stands on business, man. I mean, it's really
Joel,
that
you
simple.
got
One
something
man
for
army
us?
versus 50.
Nope. Stand fast, soldier. Stand
Moving-
fast.
Moving on. New Orleans Saints
4
on the
o'clock
road in Seattle. 4 o'clock slate. Coming in hot. We kind of touched on this. Seattle minus 7.5. Over under 41.5. Saints 0-2. Seahawks get a nice win in Pitt, but goddamn, is this team a 7.5 point winner? I'm really leaning Saints, but like I say to my clients, I can never put my clients' hard-earned money on Spencer Rattler.
I always
So I
say that.
lean the Saints. I lean the Saints, but I can't bring myself to do it. I love you guys too much. I'm not
Saints
doing
have been
it.
in both their games. They've covered 7
Yeah.
in both their games.
I know. God, now you're
Let
talking me
me-
into it. God, I can't do it though.
Let me give you a sharp play.
Oh.
Let me give you a sharp play that we haven't experimented all year on. I did a field bet last week with Zach Ertz. We cashed it. This is another field bet, and I'm simply making this bet off my eyes and what I see watching football. I'm going to put 1 unit on under 20.5 total points in the first half. I think the Saints will not be able to move the ball. I think Rattler starts off slow. The points have come when he's settled in and started to have to force the ball when they are down. And this Seahawks offense, granted, and Walker did run a little bit. They are not. And Jigba's awesome. I'll give Jigba the nod.
Yeah, he fucks.
But their offense is not blowing me out of the water. I don't know if this game's going to go over or under. I don't really care about that. I just can see off the top of my head 17-3, 14-3, 14-0 halftime score. So we're going to do 1 unit and under 20.5 minus 1.
Brant, Luke, Joel. Yep.
Nothing official. You bet your sweet fucking ass on Sunday morning. I'll be betting Chris Olave's over in receiving yards if it's 49.5 like it's been the past 2 weeks. It will be
Yeah.
bet again.
Joel.
Sure.
Nope. This is my teaser.
Moving on to an absolute yanger. Denver Broncos on the road in LA versus the Chargers. Chargers minus the 2.5 at home. Over under 45.5. I had it picked. I'm back and forth. Talk to me, guys. What sides are we on this game? Give me sides, not totals, nothing. Talk to me.
I like Broncos off that bad loss.
Yeah.
2 Broncos.
I like Broncos.
Brant.
Get back
No
You
plays
think
yet.
Corey's on?
No
You think
plays
Corey's
yet.
on?
I just want to hear your guys' side because this is gonna be a really good game. But no plays yet. Just tell me if you had to pick a side. What side are you on?
I couldn't pick a side in this one.
What?
I fear. I lean. Broncos.
See, that's why I like the Chargers so much.
But I understand. I'm gonna just while I've got it. Like I said, we're swinging for the fences. I love player props. We're gonna go with a 2-0 winner to start the year off. Justin Herbert has been noticeably different in the pocket when he does not have a searing foot injury that is shooting up his leg. I'm gonna stick with his legs, and I'm gonna go over 21.5 rushing yards for 1 unit -114. He has 16 collective rushes in 2 games, 7 coming week 1. He had 9 rushing attempts last week, finishing for 32 and 31 yards. I know this man, when he gets going, can run. Literally, this line could cash in 1 play. So I'm going to stick with it. It's a 2-0 winner, and I'm going to keep riding on Herbert. And I think this is the year where I hope the Chargers win. I really do. I'm a Herbert fan. Everybody knows that. But I finally think that Harbaugh's got this offense, especially if they can get the running game going. The offense will be clicking a lot better for this.
I think that's really sharp, Hunter. I think the struggles they've had running the ball is because of the lack of talent in the interior offensive line, and I think that that can probably translate to Herbert scrambling back and out of the pocket and around the corners, and that a lot of if they're going to try to be running the ball in this game, it's going to have to come from Herbert. I think that that's a good play.
Thank you.
I wanted to play in this game. I'm with you. Herbert been running that thing, man. Saw him live. He's toting the pill. He's not playing around this year, bro.
I'll also tell
He is a
that. I
good
like
runner.
that.
The foot injury was legit last year. Like,
It
that
was.
kept him from doing a lot of stuff that he can do.
I think Herbert's got a big case. If this team keeps winning MVP,
Chill.
MVP, I'm serious.
Best ball of the year so far.
I love
Yes.
watching Herbert because he is seriously so fun to watch. He, like, all the people who say, like, you know, all the analytics, he's the greatest, he's the best quarterback in the league. And then you watch him, and somebody made the clip. It's incredible. It's the one little guy playing like the Techno Bowl, and it's like, I'm a demon with an O-line, and he's just back there for 20 minutes and throws a pick. And then Herbert literally almost recreated that, where he's got 10 seconds in the fucking pocket and throws it straight to the linebacker's hands on the Bears. That's the shit you get with Herbert. He's gonna dice you up and then just make the dumbest read you've ever seen when he has all day to throw it. He's incredible to watch. Fun time. I can't bet him though. I hate Jim Harbaugh.
Joel?
I feel Najee, they have been running well, but 21.5 rushing yards seems so low. You're telling me Najee can't get 20 yards? 20 yards?
No.
I was looking at J.K. Dobbins playing as under because I like the big boys like Kurt and the other big D tackle they got in there. I think they stuffed the run pretty well in LA, but it's only 4.
Watch RJ Harvey blow up this week. Big week for Harvey.
I just want to say
It's going to happen at some point.
Yep.
once again, just bad ball knowledge by Luke Schultz. It doesn't come as a surprise, but Herbert has yet to throw a pick this year. What are we talking about? He makes dumbass throws to get picked.
We're talking about this year, dog.
I disagree with that.
I understand, but we've gotten
The
done
Troy
this all-
Franklin also just so
70 times now.
just so everyone's aware, Troy Franklin is taking over the receiving. Just so everybody knows. He's at 40 plus right now on DK. I'm looking at his receiving on FanDuel. I would be sprinkling Troy Franklin receiving yards for sure.
I
in this
also
game.
like Sutton. I like Sutton to bounce back game. No way he finishes with 1 reception again, but Troy Franklin's awesome. Great.
I got one play.
DK.
I got Quentin Johnson over 3.5 receptions for plus 114.
You got
One
Surtain on him?
One
Yep,
unit.
with Pat Surtain on him.
We were
Surtain.
talking about he was hurt last week, and they started attacking him. Let's see what happens.
He came
All
back
right.
into the game.
I'm just saying. I mean, for how much Herbert is feeding QJ the ball, they're feeding the ball.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm about to back you, Joel. So Corey is playing Corey Lynch, our fellow esteemed colleague in the Line Chasers, is playing under the total, which is what, 45 and a half?
Yep.
He's playing under the 45 and a half, which is a buy-in to the Broncos defense being probably the best defense. The Chargers being a run-first team, probably, which isn't fucking true.
No.
Honestly, I don't know why he's playing the under here. Because I am playing the over 45 and a half. Because the Chargers love to throw the fucking ball, despite
Yeah, they do.
about Harbaugh, because they can't run the fucking ball. They have no choice but to put it into Herbert's hands. And the Denver Broncos managed to score some points last week against a good Colts defense. Despite Bo Nix playing bad, they still put up some decent points and are doing a good job. Obviously, Sean Payton does a good job of mitigating what Nix is not good at. They run as much RPO as anybody in the league. They run as many sprint outs and boots as anybody in the league, which just takes the pressure off of his shoulders. And the Chargers front is the best part of their defense. Derwin James is the best part of their defense. Their front is really good, and Derwin James plays in the box and on the line of scrimmage a ton. And so I think booting out and sprinting out Bo Nix and keeping extra guys in protection is going to mitigate what the Chargers like to do on defense that could potentially be good. And the Chargers' pass rate is a big part of this play. I think I love over 45 and a half points. And Corey, I need to call Corey and see where his head is at on this, because I really don't see where under is coming here.
I'm gonna say something, then I'm gonna say and let you go. Man, after watching the Chargers live, O and D, Derwin is ridiculous. He's absolutely everywhere, making
Very
plays
good.
like crazy. And dude, Herbert just throws that ball, man. It's so pretty. If they can figure out how to get Amarian Hampton to run block and run through the open hole, it's going to be dangerous. The team's going to be really fucking good. Because right now, they're not doing it with a run game. They can't run the ball very well.
It's because the interior of their offensive line sucks.
I'm just saying, if they can figure that out, this team, may I dare say, Super Bowl? Soupy?
They've played the Chiefs, who
Soupy?
can't score, and the Raiders, who
Soupy?
is dead.
You don't understand. That atmosphere was ridiculous.
Oh,
I
I'm
was
sure it was.
shocked that the Raiders lost that game because it was ridiculous.
Did you watch
mean,
Geno?
I watched him, but I was shocked, that they won that game and how their poise was in big moments and how fucking loud that stadium was impressive. And now they go home, so I don't know.
They don't have a home.
There's a quick note to add on Brandt's point, especially going with the RPOs that the Broncos do love to run. Khalil Mack sustained an elbow injury that won't sideline him for the season, but he is out, so that is a big win for an over-better in the Broncos.
Yeah, Broncos defense, injury to Surtain, Greenlaw's not played yet this year, and Hufanga. And I think Surtain and Hufanga are both going to play. But as Joel pointed out last week, Surtain targeted 9 times for 7 receptions after he rolled his ankle last week. So we'll see how good he's feeling against a team that is absolutely going to throw the ball to Quentin Johnston on the outside and test Surtain's ankle.
Let's move on. Let's keep this train rolling. Arizona Cardinals on the road, another divisional, NFC divisional. Cardinals on the road at Niners. Niners minus 2.5. Mac Jones getting a lot of respect. 44.5 is the total, or is it just the Cardinals? Not good.
Who does Mac Jones play for?
49ers.
San Francisco 49ers.
Niners.
Ooh.
Had a good week last week.
No play. It's a
Fantastic.
trap game. Both ways. I don't know. This line is crazy.
Can I throw this one out?
Yeah.
I'm not going to play this. The Cardinals are not good enough to start 3-0. That's all I'm saying.
I know, but
Neither
man,
are the 49ers. So,
I know. I don't know. That's why I'm like, it's such a trappy sided sort of game. I'm not playing a fucking thing in this game.
Yeah,
Besides,
I've got both teams to lose parlayed together.
I might
Joel,
tie.
Yeah,
we don't
no.
need to spend too much time on this. Moving
Oh,
on. This is a good
That'd be
one
fun,
right here.
Luke. You gonna bet the tie? That'd be fun.
This is a good one right here. Dallas Cowboys on the road in Chicago, Brandt's hometown. Minus the 1.5, over under 50.5.
Corey had Cardinals money
Wow.
line, by the way.
Oh, okay. Cardinals
Of
money
course
line.
he did.
50. I did not catch that total was 50 and a half. Holy Christ, that is high. Not a lot of respect for either of these defenses right now, which makes sense. Talk about plays in this one.
If Caleb is going to have a bounce back,
This is
Yep.
the game.
it's
This
got
is
to be
it.
this one.
I'm with
This
you.
is- if he doesn't do it in this game, then you're going to have to start having existential conversations about the state of the Bears franchise.
Bears minus 1.5 for a unit for me too.
You want the money line, Connor? It's sick. It's you want the money line. Minus 102 to cover a point. Yeah.
You're right.
Minus 108.
You're
I'm going
right,
to unit
you're
on
right,
Bears
you're
as
right.
well. Bears. If you're gonna, Cowboys that fucking ridiculous win in overtime.
Yeah.
Against the fucking Giants. And Chicago off a brutal, demoralizing beatdown.
Ass beating.
Beatdown. If you have any fucking self-respect, this is to everyone in Chicago, Brandon. I need you to fucking play this shit every
Stand
fucking
up!
If you have any fucking respect for your fellow hardworking people of Chicago, Caleb Williams, you will strap yourself up by the fucking boots and go out there and ball the fuck out for your hometown team. Oh no, it's not his hometown team. For your fucking home crowd against this piss poor Cowboys defense. You better be able to fucking hit a deep shot on one of these trash corners who jump every fucking route. All right, let's fucking ball out. Ben
Oh,
Johnson,
no.
put some up.
There's
This is a great
my
spot.
line.
It's a great spot
Great
for the
spot.
Bears. It really is.
Yeah. Hunt, Joel.
How many
I
you got?
really, I think this over under is so deserving. I think this is going to be such a fun game. I did just unfortunately check the weather forecast. We are expecting light rain in the Chicago area on Sunday. Not
Seems
good.
kind of
but I
nice.
wanted
It's been
to-
nice out to me.
Neither team
Yeah,
can run the ball.
No, it looks
It's
beautiful.
fine.
I know. Dak Prescott over 264.5 yards. And I understand that is a lot of yards. But I think the total is giving away the script for this game.
You think?
I'm not going to bet it as a Dak fantasy owner. I'm so excited. I think I'm going to try and ride it again. This could be a really bad bet on my part. I'm going to go CeeDee Lamb over 81 receiving yards, minus 114 for a unit. I love this guy. I love this guy. I think
I love him.
that we cast this week 1 on Thursday Night Football, and it's just a deep threat. George Pickens is going to get more and more involved, and the Bears secondary has not looked amazing to me.
Hunter, let me tell you,
Um,
we were talking about the Patriots, Christian Gonzalez with this long-standing groin injury. The Bears' best corner, all-pro quarterback, Jalen Johnson, had a
Yeah.
groin injury coming into this season. Didn't play week 1, re-aggravated it last week, and now they're talking about maybe it might need surgery and he might miss the entire season. It is a disaster for the Bears. He's the best player on defense.
And who was the corner that got the pick 6 on JJ? I forget his name, but the backup.
He's off the Vikings practice squad. I don't know who that guy
Yeah.
is.
So he was guarding Jettas all night and ended up getting exposed more so in the second half. I assume he's going to be on CD. I also like Rome's play over 60.5.
Yeah.
I think Rome is taking a huge step this year. But I'm going to stick with one CD over 81.
I got a little feeler here in Hunter's terms, a little feeler bet here. I'm going to ride with this new guy, Olamide Zacchaeus, for over 23.5 receiving yards.
Oh, I love that.
Last week, he had 7 targets, 4 catches for 42, averaging 10 yards a catch. And then the following week, when he was playing against the Lions, he had 5 targets and only 1 catch for 12 yards. I think this is an easy play. 1 unit.
He got the ball a lot last year in Washington.
Yeah.
They used him
He's not a bad
in the
receiver.
Debo Samuel
not bad.
role they have now.
He also was good on the Falcons before he went to Washington.
I fear that the quote from them this week about wanting to get Luther Burden more involved is going to
Scary.
Zacchaeus is going to get.
It's another
Sure
rookie
is.
that it's like when he comes on, he'll come on, but until he does, I'm not banking on it. You know what I mean?
Poles needs Poles. Unless they turn the season around, we got to get this motherfucker out of here. I don't know what the fuck we're doing with Brian Poles.
It's early.
It's early. He's been there for fucking 4 years.
It's
Not with
early.
Ben Johnson.
Would you hire a new coach again another 2-3 years? All right.
Sunday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs on the road in New York versus the Giants. Giants plus 5.5 at home, over under 44.5. Corey, cue the music. Brant. Whale play for Corey.
And Corey hit his last. Did he hit his whale last week? Because obviously he got voided week 1 because he had Chris Rodriguez. Did he hit his whale last week?
I don't know what it was.
Brant, you can talk about Corey's bet while
Oh, look.
What's Corey's bet?
He's on the
He
Chiefs.
He lost it last week. It was a Broncos
Was it the-
minus
it was
2.5.
the Broncos, right?
Minus 2.5.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what an idiot! Hey, I'm fading Corey. Corey's whales the first 2 weeks have been terrible. Tell me what it is this week so I can fade it.
It's the Kansas City Chiefs minus
It's the Chiefs minus 5.5.
Yikes.
Putting on the Chiefs to cover a spread. Is anyone?
Is
in on
this
that?
crazy for me to say this, but I feel like the Giants match up well to the Chiefs.
I think that's crazy to say.
Is it?
I mean, in what way? Their D line's good and the Chiefs' offensive line isn't good.
Their D line's good and they have no receivers, so it doesn't matter through the corners. Like be me, you, and Joel playing corner and
That's
safety.
true.
So it's like, what are we talking about? Kelsey's
No.
absolutely cooked. Cooked.
I think Connor's got a good point. I think that the Giants pass rush being good can just be mitigated by Mahomes being the best pocket presence quarterback in the NFL. And that
Good
the
counter.
and
I
that
think we're finding a play here. I think we're finding a play. It's Mahomes rushing.
Chiefs secondary being shitty lends itself to Russ Wilson doing the one thing that Corey
Yeah.
knows that he's good at, which is hitting the fucking deep ball. to neighbors.
I think we're
And
talking
Lonzo
ourselves into it.
Robinson, apparently.
We just talked ourselves into 2 plays. It's Russell Wilson over passing, Patrick Mahomes over rushing. That's the exact play, and I'm on him for each for 1 unit. Good job, guys. Nice work. That's how we backdoor into that.
I'm gonna go against everything you just said. I think this is such a good spot for Russell Wilson's under and passing. I am not at all baited or jinxed by what we just watched last week. With a awful Cowboys defense. He went 17 for 37 for a $160 week 1. So I think obviously the Chiefs defense held up well against Jalen Hurts. I don't think that it's either on the defense. I think it's more.
How'd they hold up against Herbert though?
Well, that's fine. I'm not saying that. Also, Russell Wilson and Herbert's not comparable to me. Those are just 2 different QBs.
No,
No.
I'm all in for fading Russ. I completely agree
Right.
with this sentiment.
Yeah, Russell Wilson's.
I take my
think-
Russell Wilson back,
I
but I'm
think-
standing on 10 toes for my Patrick Mahomes bet.
I'm with you. I just think 226.5 is probably the highest you'll ever see Russ's yards this year if he continues to start. And I think it's due to that inflated number. So I'm going to try and get value out of my kicks. I think the Chiefs will pass here. I really do. But like Connor said, they match up well. But we'll see.
Luke, Joel, Brant.
Hell no.
Hunter, I'm telling you, the Chiefs secondary is not good. They're going to do what they have done what they can in the last year and a half to mitigate the opportunities that teams have to take advantage of it because they're a very well coached team and a very well run team. So I don't think your bet is bad. I think there's a chance that it hits, but they just don't have the talent in the secondary.
Now, is Trent McDuffie hurt or is he back?
I don't know.
I don't think he's that good anymore.
I think he's pretty damn good. But he'll be on Neighbors. Blake said Wandale. Shout out Wandale. He was a fantasy sleeper for this year.
The problem with playing Russ's bets is that it's so hit or miss because he's so dependent on. I feel like I'm quoting Corey again, but I completely agree with his take. And he's so dependent on the deep ball. He has no mid game. He's either checking it down. He's at the point that Rodgers is at, where a lot of old quarterbacks get to, where Brady got to at the end of his career, where they don't want to stand in the pocket and try to let a route develop and deliver over the middle and take a hit. They either want to get the matchup on the outside and throw the deep ball right on their rhythm of their drop, or if it's not there, they're checking it down immediately.
I'm also
I think
not barring out a Russell Wilson injury. Get Jackson Dart's candy out.
Let's
light it up.
Jackson Dart's going to be in there. I mean, before the halfway point of the season, Jackson Dart is going to be in there.
To defend Corey for a little bit here, because my bet is obviously I have to choose my own. This I don't want him to cover, but I mean, in all ways you're describing these teams, the Chiefs are the better team. They have the better coaching staff. Obviously, they have the best defensive coordinator in the league, and if he's not the best offensive mind in the league, he's going to push the all-time win mark. It's Andy Reid and Steve Spagnuolo. They're going to be they're out coaching fucking Brian Dumble. I guarantee you that. Spags is gonna find a way to say you're not getting Neighbors. I don't know what way he's gonna scheme it up, but that's what they're gonna do. And I expect Chris Jones and whoever else the fucking Chiefs can get coming off the edge is Karlaftis. Yeah, they're gonna figure out something to take advantage of the Giants' bad line. Andrew Thomas did not play last week. The Cowboys could not take advantage of that because they are fucking garbage and they let Micah Parsons get traded. But I expect if Andrew Thomas also misses again this week, an already bad Giants offensive line is going to be even worse. And Russell Wilson with a fucking pocket closing in on him, I don't think is going to do much offensively. I think the under is what I would lean here if I wasn't going to play anything else.
I like that.
I think the Giants might not score many points at all in this game. I don't like the Chiefs cover any spreads. We've talked about this. Chiefs really struggle to cover spreads because they are usually favored in the Mahomes era. But I like the Chiefs in this spot. Don't overthink it. They're the better team. They're the better coach team. The Giants just came off a brutal overtime loss.
Joel, wrap this up.
I got nothing.
Moving on. Monday Night Football. It's a banger. Highest total. Probably the best game of the week. Detroit Lions on the road in Baltimore versus the Ravens. Ravens minus the 5.5. Over under 52.5. Lions woke back up and laid a 50 ball on the Bears. They look good. Ravens were shitting the bed, as my great colleague Ron Sweeney said, a rock throwing contest last week versus the Cleveland Browns. They finally woke up and laid on the heat. I can do nothing but lean Lions. My take.
I think that's a very sure bet. I almost wanted to bet it, but it's also a lean for me.
It's just a lean.
It's hard for me to imagine Baltimore starting off 1-2, but like I said, if you're gonna lose 2 games,
but Lions will start 1-2 if they lose this game. Yeah, somebody's gonna start 1-2 this game. I don't know who it is, but
I want the Lions to win so fucking bad. By the way, Joel, can we get AFC North standings? Jamie, pull that up, AFC North standings right now. Can you put that on the screen?
Do not put that on the screen. It's misleading.
Bengals on top, baby.
Shit, not for long, big dog. You better enjoy it. You better enjoy it. Luke, Brant, Joel, anything else?
I think 5.5 is a lot of points for the Lions. The Lions. This is what we talked about. It's a wait and see for me. I think I know what the Ravens are. They're the Ravens of the past 2 years, where they're just going to lose games inexplicably. They're going to no-show for 3 quarters and then turn it up. The Lions, I need to wait and see. I think there's a good chance that the Bears' defense is very bad. We just watched J.J. McCarthy light them up for 1 quarter, and then they shit the bed against the Falcons, and then obviously the Lions just put up 50 on them. There's a good chance that the Lions might just be a 9-18 this year, and I don't want to get caught in the trap in week 3 in Baltimore on that. Baltimore is a hard place to play.
I agree.
It is.
If anything,
can I give an update? An update for Thursday Night Football. This is from everybody's favorite Twitter guy, Ari Mira. The Browns are wearing their all-brown helmets and all-brown uniforms. The combo is called Alpha Dog, and it's presented by Dude Wipes.
Hell yeah.
Well, if we don't have any more plays, let's wrap this thing up. We've been flying. I love it. It was a great pod. Any parlays before we call this quits?
Already have mine.
Yeah, my teaser.
It is Texans money line because I fucking stand on business unlike all these other spineless
I'm
fucks.
standing on business.
Texans money line, Chiefs money line.
No parlays?
Nah, I can't.
Hey, if that's the case, we're going to wrap this up. Week 3, tricks and bets. We are going to probably sneak some player prop bets into the main cards for Sunday once they come out live. See some of those totals, but that's a wrap on the sides and the totals. We'll be back at you live. We're going to try to do the recap Sunday. We're all here. We've been fucking lacking. Not going to lie. I've been traveling. Luke's forehead's big as fuck, and Hunter is knee-deep in coochie. So we are struggling. We are struggling. But we're going to bounce back. We're getting back on schedule. So Sunday recap will be Sunday. So we can get live reactions. I feel like that's when we're at our best, and we can really recap these games super solid. And we'll be back as scheduled for week 4. That's a wrap.
Goodbye.
I need $1 bad.